Let's see if Mohammed will join us. Looks like he's having some issues. Oh, he still can't join the meeting. He gets invalid meeting ID. Hope there's not something wrong. Yeah, it's like it worked. Hey, Mohammed.
Hey,
Hey, hi everyone.
is my sound okay?
Can someone speak?
Yes, I can.
Uh,
I can hear you, Mohammed.
I'm not
I
getting
can hear
any
okay.
you.
audio. Uh, right, I'm gonna have to exit and come back. Yeah, but oh, okay, but I can't hear you. Um, okay. Someone speak?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh,
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear everyone. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, it's
Tiago?
audible. Everyone is audible.
Hello. Tiago, can
Hello,
you hear me?
am I
Oh,
audible?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
okay. Should be working now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah,
can.
yeah, I can hear it. I can hear you, Tiago.
Yeah, it worked in Chrome. How weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I think we can probably get started. Um, so I don't have any specific agenda to talk about. So maybe let's go. Um, incubation application. So Alex Cherkop has been assigned, and I think he said he was going to start going through the what's it called again? Our users. What do you call those things?
Adopters.
The
Adopter.
adopters list. That's it. The adopters list, and also the adopter interview. So he's probably doing that right now. I mean, not right now, but I mean, hopefully he's already started. So yeah, let's wait for that and take it from there. Fingers crossed. Other than that, I guess we had a new OEP raised for the new VAC volume attribute class for LVM. So I think it's been merged now, and I wanted to raise it for maintainer approval. But meanwhile, we have discovered that the volume attribute class is only present on a very recent Kubernetes version. So I've asked the user that raised the OEP to check and to come up with a plan how to manage that. Because I don't think we want to increase the minimum supported version, considering we still have lots of users on slightly older Kubernetes versions. So once we get clarity on how to proceed there, I think I'll propose it for an implementation vote. Also, curiously, we'll probably have this to face this decision, not just on LVM, but I think there was another OEP who has been stale for a while for adding, I can't remember if it was the QoS or the RAID, I think the QoS for Mayastar. And I think that we had also discussed using the attribute classes there. So we should also take the, whatever we do on LVM, we should probably do the same thing over Mayastar as well. And try not to raise the minimum Kubernetes version across the entire umbrella chart.
Then that function becomes if VAC is used to implement QoS, then that becomes a prerequisite, right, for that feature. I think
Yeah,
it's 1.34, 1.34.
yeah. I think it's beta on the slightly older version,
Yeah,
and then stable on 134.
right,
Yeah, so
right.
yeah, users should have a cluster with a minimum required Kubernetes version.
Hmm. Maybe for now we can implement using parameters also, like both options. Don't know if there is an option like it becomes. I guess whoever raised OEP, they need to like figure out, right, if selectively can we not implement those RPC, modify RPC capability. If it is not, then user can specify those properties via storage class parameters, and then it becomes a normal create volume flow.
Yeah, I think the parameters should probably go then to storage class um,
Yeah,
as well as
then
volume
eventually we
attribute.
phase out.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's see what the user does on the OEP. I'll
Hmm.
check if there's I think there was a reply from him, but I haven't checked it yet. Um,
Right.
and yeah, probably should get those changed on the OEP itself before we take it for a vote. Yeah, I think that's all that I had for my part. Anyone
John.
else? Yeah,
Do you think we should raise OEP for the disk pool changes?
possibly yes. Um,
Hmm.
yes, possibly should have done that as well.
Yes.
I guess it depends whether we consider it a bug or a feature.
I guess detecting IO stall is a improvement. Detach is a bug.
Sure. Yeah, I think we should probably raise an OEP for those.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
We'll do
we can do it in one go. I think put it on the same one.
one OEP.
Yeah, yeah, just mix what we have.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyways, the states are going to be used like
yeah,
for all the features will use almost same states, right?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, one OEP.
Probably we could get our documents together on ChatGPT and ask it to convert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's what I did last time when I raised the OEP. Yeah, I used AI to do the conversion from my formats, and then I had to tweak, of course.
It's markdown. What the
Yeah, because
format
it's
is
in
that
the
one,
into Markdown format, correct?
right?
And you have to follow the whatever the template is
Yes.
as
Yeah.
well.
Need to raise issues first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
Uh, hey, for we have some couple of updates for profile. Yeah, we have added the storage pool support finally, so users can define the storage pools while installing the provisioner and then use them in the storage class by the parameters that uh, so yeah, we have a simple one default storage pool, and we have other storage pools as non-default, so user can switch between, for example, their HDD hard drives and SSDs and NVMEs, for example. And as for some deprecations, we have deprecated the previous data drivers. So if we want via release and users upgrade without care, they will make some data loss or things like that. Data, not the data loss, but the data unavailability. Yeah, and we have a couple of deprecations waiting for renewal. So we are waiting for we when we release our next feature release, and then we when we mark it as a stable, we will remove those deprecation at the same time by the version 1.0.0.
Yeah, and also because we're still on the unstable version, I think. I would hope any users read the upgrade guides before upgrading.
Yeah, the storage pool one is important, so it will cause data loss.
Yeah, so we'll make sure the upgrades, the upgrade guide and the release notes reflect all of this, so that when people upgrade,
Yeah,
it's clear.
yeah. For now, we are creating a single a storage pool. If the user doesn't define the storage pool, we'll define a storage pool called data dir. So and it will attach all of the volumes into that, and and the volumes, storage pool names are not changeable. So users should take care and they should actually define it so they get a better experience. So they don't get manual steps.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. We just need to document it properly. And then once it goes stable, we'll have to change the OpenEBS umbrella chart as well, or at least the documentation, because I believe it's probably still marked as unstable there. So we'll have to update that. And then eventually we'll have a decision to make whether we enable raw file by default or we leave it disabled. Because at the moment it's disabled by default.
Yeah, that's. I have made it to be disabled by default since it wasn't stable. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think we could enable it. We'll have to also document that on the OpenEBS upgrade guide, that folks aren't got unaware if they suddenly see a bunch of new pods coming up.
Also, any updates of new OpenEBS documentation that we were talking about? I think I don't know if there is an update or not. We we don't have an infra for implementing the raw file uh, documents, as I noticed from your talks. I don't know if I got that correctly, but
Yeah, that's right. We don't. Do we have a ticket for this?
I don't know.
Sorry, what's
For
this?
raw, we have a ticket for documenting raw file itself. We have a ticket called product documents in raw file, but globally making it possible in raw file project, I don't know.
Okay, so let me create a ticket right now before we forget. Excuse me. So yeah, indeed, I do not see one on the OpenEBS tracker, so I think that's where it should be. So let me quickly create one. So that's OPV raw file docs to the OpenEBS.io documentation. And I think someone was trying to say something. Naladri, was that you?
Yeah. I didn't get which ticket Mohammed was talking about, so I just asked. I think he repeated himself, so it's fine. I got it. Yeah.
Also, something is that I wanted to add some integrations for raw file into the OpenEBS Kubernetes kubectl plugin, and it was a problem that we don't have. I wanted to use the kubectl execution into the pods and things like that, and it was not an infra for it. I don't know if that's okay or not. I wanted to do it using executing of commands into the container and not using an API like what we have, I think, for others that they have CRDs, so it's able to manage them easier. But here we don't have them, and we have to exec into them and get the, for example, metadata or other things. For example, I want to set up a full set of full status or metadata getter or setter or things like that.
Yeah, I guess that should be fine, given we don't have any. We don't have any. Do we have any? We do have a service, but I guess it's an internal gRPC service, isn't it, for each nodes? Because otherwise we would have to add. But again, we still don't have any CRDs or anything as such with raw file. So eventually it will still translate into an execution, to an exec, to the pods. Although I wonder if we should be doing that from a pod running in Kubernetes itself, and then expose an API that the plugin would then interact with a specific service rather than the plugin itself execing into the pods. I'm not sure.
We can add a container to the controller pod which acts as an API. That's a good point too. For example, if someone wants to integrate his application somehow, I don't know why, but somehow with raw file, for example, managing metadata automatically and programmatically, so they can do it easier. And it will cover up the missing thing that we have on CRDs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good approach to me.
Yeah, for me too, we can use a fast API application to do it.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a good catch because if we are marking raw file as stable on the umbrella, yeah, it would be nice to also have a CLI interface, just like we have for all the other ones.
Yeah. Okay, I will start to implement the API. I think I will use the fast API, which is the most obvious choice in Python, but yeah, we try to keep it simple, like the other parts that we have in raw file.
Yeah. I guess the other advantage as well of doing it this way is that the plugin as well, then the code in the plugin becomes quite simple, where it's just asking information from raw file rather than keeping all the logic there.
Yeah, we will take care of the parts of the logic into the API itself.
Yep. Right. Thank you. Anything else from anyone?
Tiago, Vishnu here.
Hey, Vishnu.
I missed the maintenance meeting a couple of days back. I just saw that our application has been moved to the next stage, right? Not sure if you guys noticed it, but just wanted to let you know.
Oh, it has changed again. Oh, let me have a look. Projects. Didn't get a notification. Oh yes, you're right. Adopters, yeah. So I had mentioned it in the call that Alex was going to do the adopter interview and going through the adopters list. But I had not actually seen that it has been moved on the board as well.
Okay,
Cool.
okay.
Yeah, I just
So,
had reached out to him, and he told me. But interesting why I didn't get notified from changing the position in the board.
hmm.
I think I am subscribed to notifications.
I too did get. I just happened to look at it yesterday and I saw this.
Hmm. I wonder if the governance has changed as well. Let's check. No, that one is still the same.
Okay. And also, yesterday's tag infra meeting, right? I saw the notes, meeting notes, and some things caught my attention there. They say that they want to move the responsibility of the project review and the governance review to the maintainers themselves, rather than the TOC doing it. I didn't really understand what that meant.
It's interesting. So that means each project would evaluate itself,
I don't know what that's what it seemed like, but it's
or is it the wider maintainers across all the projects would have to evaluate each other?
okay. You mean the cross evaluations kind of things?
Yeah, yeah.
Could be. Um,
Hmm.
you can take a look at the notes, I guess, if you
Yeah,
understand it better. Yeah.
yeah. I'll take a look. I was almost joining, but then something got in the way and I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah, I've joined a couple of times, but yeah, somehow the timing is is always off.
Okay. Yeah. Specifically, it says, I'm just opening it up here in my mobile. Oh, it's still loading. Yeah, it says project reviews updates. Projects should do a tech review themselves instead of reviewers. So this should land in one of the repository in the project. Maintainers are the best people to know about the governance and tech review. Self tech review is required from now on. Tagged presentation is suggested but not required. This is what it says.
Interesting. But is that for applications or is it for the uh
This
yearly
sounds
review?
along the lines of how they do the security evaluation, right? For incubation status, you do your own security assessment, as in you prepare a document, yeah, and then you check in your findings to the tag security repo. I think that's
Okay, could be. Maybe you're right, Niladri. I think it's, and also Tiago. Maybe this is not about the uh, projects upping their levels. It's about annual reviews, I guess. But we have never done a annual review, right? Till now.
we did not have things called annual reviews in our in the documentation that we referred to when preparing for incubation.
Hmm. Okay, then what does this mean in that case? Which
This
reviews
is
they are talking about?
right on the recent infra meeting. So this doesn't
Correct.
affect, correct? As in, we have already you followed a different set of rules and prepared an application. So we should be good, right? We don't have to adapt to the new set of rules, I suppose.
Hmm. Maybe.
At least
Okay.
someone should, I mean, update us if that's the case. hope so. They're already, I think, quite a bit along the way. They've already gone quite far on the older set of steps: governance review, and then security assessment review, and then this is a little more of a later stage, I think.
Right. Yeah, I don't have anything else on my end.
Yeah, thanks, Vishnu. I've also just pasted a ticket that I've created for the raw file documentation. Anything else from anyone?
Although he's not here to join us in this meeting, but we have merged I don't recall his full name, but that was his GitHub username. His PR, I think we have no deployment mode on hostpath local PV. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, awesome. So does that mean we can then proceed with updates of what did you want to update? The Go version and then also the other dependency, right? The
Yeah, I think
storage.
we'll update the backend library, SIG storage, external provision library, and with that we also fix the logging issue where the logs complaining about using outdated Kubernetes APIs. So we could get around that one. Yeah.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, thanks, Niladri. Anyone else?
Not here. Nothing from my side.
All right, thanks, Rohan. Okay, cool. So if there's nothing else, I think, oh, there is one thing. So I think last week, perhaps, I had mentioned on the OpenEBS Slack that we have merged the first set of work related to the MyInstall read-write many for block devices. So we have an OEP for that one already, I think. So yeah, it is now usable if you set a read-write many block argument on the storage class. It's not released, of course, and it's still experimental. It's on the develop branch. So if anyone wants to try it out, yeah, we would welcome any feedback on it. And it probably will not work well with HA enabled. So I think I also mentioned that. And we do have some tasks to fix that as well. And I think it's also on the OEP. But I haven't worked on those ones yet. So yeah, you might see some funny things with HA if nodes go down, but it should be usable. And I've also tested locally using KubeVirt Live Migration, and it does seem to work.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, that's it. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining the meeting. And if there's anything else you want to discuss that you forgot, etc., just feel free to go on Slack and yeah, just send us a message there or an email or something. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.